There we go.
What?
So basically, I just added a marker to the VOD so I can automatically just upload that section of the video to YouTube without having to edit it.
Oh.
Look at the fucking damage I did. Compared to yours.
Now that's a lot of damage.
I just want to say, someone carried.
Yeah.
Gonna talk about how many times I died now, bitch? Probably you
Yes.
are. But now I'm gonna make fun of you for it.
You did it anyway.
Fair.
You're not threatening me. I'm not afraid of you.
Well, I can edit you with this video in really embarrassing ways, young man.
I have no shame. You think you can scare me?
I'll edit you to say bad things about the Chappelle
right,
Rowan.
Who?
I know the internet's really obsessed with her right now, and apparently you can't say her name and have an opinion related to the woman without people being mad at you for it.
But who? I didn't hear the name.
I thought she was a magician for some reason when I first heard her. Chappelle Rowan. Apparently she's a musician.
Well, yeah, she can suck my dick. I don't give a shit. Have at me,
Canceled.
internet. I don't give a fuck.
People are mad at her for not endorsing any political candidates.
It's almost like influencers shouldn't be involved.
Not endorsing a political candidate, mind you, for not doing that.
Yeah, I know.
I don't know why you get mad at someone for not having a political opinion.
You can't win today, can you?
You talk politics, everyone hates you. You don't talk politics, everyone hates you.
Damned if you do.
And now people are also mad at her for having Republican family members. Which is like, not for being a Republican, mind you.
We're being related by
that can't be real.
Like, it's mostly just liberals trying to find more reasons to not like her. Which is what they usually do.
I hate everything.
Yeah. And, like, I get, like, the frustration of, like, they want her to take a stance against Donald Trump for the most part. And, like, but, like, at the same time, like, you can't push someone to, like, endorse a political candidate. Like, personally, I am not going to get into the conversation of who I'm voting for on second thought. I'm not opening that can of worms.
I'm just not voting at all, because fuck it.
I'm going to say not Trump. Well, definitively speaking. I want to get that out there. I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not a Republican. Most people would probably define me as radically leftist. I don't know what that means, but I've been called that.
I think there's just no point in voting. There's no point in voting.
You're not in America!
Yeah.
No, I know.
I'm pretty sure to influence the election.
I can still vote.
Doesn't affect him.
I mean, I can still vote.
Why?
Yeah, like, I am going to be voting.
I work with mostly Americans.
Yeah.
I guess you are an American citizen.
And also, I work on an American base.
Yeah.
So?
He has more rights than someone who lives in Guam, despite being in Italy.
And plus, I swear to God, I keep getting fucking like have you
I got flame shard immediately. In the first room we
I keep getting ads asking me if I'm registered to vote.
This is a promising run.
Annoyed me.
I'm not joking. I got flame shard instantly. Now all I need is fire enthusiast. Still my favorite way to describe arsonist.
Your Honor.
Your Honor, shut your bitch ass up. You weren't even there.
Your Honor, my client pleads no takesies backsies.
My Honor played oopsie daisy.
It was just a prank, bro.
To the 15 counts of child murder, my Honor pleads whoops.
Fucking whoops.
In Your Honor, you weren't even there. So can you really say for sure my client did it?
I just remember there was a scene.
Your Honor, can you prove the Earth is round?
Where they're like, okay, Giant Gat, you've been convicted of over 190 counts of murder. Well, what's the statute of limitations? Mr. Gat, there is no statute of limitations on murder. Well, why the fuck not?
Why did the
Johnny
game
Gat,
get less laggy? What about last run was making us lag more than this run is? What changed?
monkey.
Does mentioning Guam on your stream improve performance? Have I
Maybe
found the
lost your
secret to
viewer.
Twitch? No, I still have my viewer. They're still here. Unless it's a new viewer.
In which case, hi.
Mm. There's something ominous about having a viewer who isn't in chat. Like, why are you
When
just
they're like the
watching?
only viewer.
Yeah. Who are you? Like, you used to think, oh, that's probably just one of, like, Twitch's auto mod bot or whatever probably just shows up as a viewer. But, like, my last ice cream had 0 viewers the entire time. So it is a person. Someone's here.
Alright, do you have balloons?
Well, do I
I
have
think we
balloons?
bullied him into buying it at one point.
It costs money.
On Steam it does.
Uh,
Me and you, particular, are very good at bullying our friends into buying things.
these just sound like dicks.
Are we
Like,
not?
to be
Normal for the
fair,
laughter.
like, honestly, I'm more willing to buy stuff for the funny.
Mm.
At my
Your Honor,
job,
my client would like to plead it was mad funny.
at my job, one of the like people like mentioned Herbalife, and I had to resist the urge to say fuck them because I was on the clock.
Yeah.
Not like fuck the customer, fuck Herbalife.
I had a customer whose name was Bob Murray. And my mind just kept going to eat shit, Bob. But obviously different Bob Murray. He was far less dead than the Cole one.
Wait, Bob Murray's dead?
Thankfully, yeah.
Oh, thank
In
God.
his first act of goodwill towards man, his heart stopped beating.
His heart grew 3 sizes that day, and then exploded because it grew 3 fucking sizes.
Yeah.
In what is colloquially known as a heart attack.
His heart shriveled up and died that day.
Yippee!
Like, he was looking for his kidney stone, and then he bent down, saw his toes, and was so surprised he died.
Apparently he died of lung cancer, which, karma. I never thought I'd say this, but thank you, cancer.
Thank you, Black Lung. We're just getting like a bunch of sentences that just make absolutely no fucking sense out of context.
Someone clips you out of context, like, Matt from Metaforth stream is in favor of black lung.
What is Black Lung? Is it just getting coal in your lungs?
It's something caused by getting coal dust in your lungs, yeah.
Hmm.
I can't
just
believe
burn
you're
that lung.
pro black lung, Matt.
Only when it's in fat ass businessmen's lungs.
Are you implying you want Donald Trump to get black lung?
I wouldn't be
I
upset.
am. I'm implying that. But are you?
My conscience says he is, despite the fact that I disagree with him on pretty much everything, he is still a human being. Like, my conscience
Wrong.
wants
He
to
is
say,
a
like,
sentient piece of candy
deserves
corn.
at least basic decency. But then I remember everything John Oliver said and started snickering like a child.
He is a surprisingly unintelligent piece of candy corn.
He came out of the wrong tube in the longest chocolate factory.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever it was called.
It's like if the chocolate won.
What?
Mm. Honestly, I knew what that meant when I said it, and then I forgot. I was gonna commit to the stupid, but since I actually had something in mind, I'm gonna walk that one back. And people ask me, like, some of my friends, like, why were you so quick to start, like, talking about politics on streams? Like, I'm just a guy who, like, has this on his mind. Like, I'm not just gonna pretend to my viewers that I don't think about these things. You know,
Oh god, it's Bingus.
like if my viewers are interested in what's authentically me, then why would I not do that? Mm. And there's some political issues where, frankly, if you like think genocide is good, for example, I don't want your viewership. I don't want your viewership. You know, like there's some people I'd love to alienate from my audience, like Trump voters. I don't want you here. Go away.
Sing it, sister.
Just call me a beta cuck and go away.
What does that even mean?
I don't know. I'm certain even to them, beta cuck is just mouth sounds.
Your mouth sounds.
I take that as a compliment.
Fuck.
Matt, do you want a brick?
No.
Kurai, you want a brick?
Yes.
Brick up, brick up, brick up.
Here,
Brick
come
up,
take
brick
this
up,
item that's
brick up.
objectively horrible for your character.
Well,
Yeah, the bunny wants the rate of fire.
Bunny wants brick. Upon taking damage, gain max shield and armor. Alright, I'm down with that. I'm down for being rewarded for my terrible gameplay. It's weird how much better I am at Risk of Rain when I'm not playing with people.
Yeah.
This is how I am
I
with
love
gaming in
fighting-
general.
I
Like
love
when I'm
fighting people.
alone and like not doing shit, I'm so much better than when I'm like streaming or when I'm like playing with people.
I love fighting 2 players worth of
Like
difficulty.
the moment
on my
there is
own.
something else for me to devote my brain power to, like I stop functioning at either the talking part or the gaming part.
That explains so much about everything I've seen you do.
I mean, I think it's called ADHD. I don't know. Like I enjoy gaming, but it is not a hyperfixation of mine.
Oh, this is mine. What's your hyperfixation?
Mostly bright black.
Yep.
And random cartoons from 10 years ago. Coming on 20 years ago, upsettingly.
What? Which one?
Ben 10.
Mm,
Ben 10 started in 2005.
fuck.
Yeah.
God damn it.
Fuck.
Next year, it's turning 20.
Fuck.
Look at end the suffering, please.
The lag is back. That's not why I died, but it's back. It is slowly returning.
So I just remember this like clip where like they had Rubber Ross edit Alpharad into the Family Guy thing, and he just like he was supposed to provide a voice skill of some kind, and Jacob just screamed.
Yeah.
And I just want a mod for, of all things, Baldur's Gate 3, where one of the like Berserker rage screams is replaced by that. Just because that's one of the most guttural screams I've ever heard.
Yeah. I've always been like mildly interested in those kind of YouTuber collab videos where like you can tell one of them just completely ignored whatever instruction they were given.
Been watching some comic dubs lately, and at the end of every single outtake, there's like, for instance, like one of the characters' lines was just like fuck, 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 fuck. But according to the like person who dubbed, who like put the thing together, they left in their words an entire fuck opera.
Nice. I remember one time I was watching this like Sonic X first episode reanimated where they get a whole bunch of animators together and they all like take a scene.
Yeah.
And like completely independently without communicating with each other, a whole bunch of the animators involved kept referencing Tails doll. Tails doll is like so funny to me because like it's one of the most fucking genuinely creepy designs in history and it was supposed to be cute.
Wait, for who?
Tails doll. Have you not seen it?
Oh, if it's Sonic, really, I probably have not seen it.
I'll send you a picture later. But like one of the like like advertising things for Sonic R, the game where Tails doll appeared, is like one of the most genuinely upsetting images I've ever seen for a video game, and it's supposed to be like cute.
What does it say?
No, it's not. You know the one where it's like standing on like the red and white tiled checkerboard floor.
Vaguely.
That was like advertising material for Sonic R that was supposed to make the character look cute, and it's like so fucking ominous. Like it invokes genuine dread.
So I'm pretty sure this news has escaped even Overwatch. The "I need healing" meme. I'm pretty sure that
Yeah.
escaped even Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, they've referenced it in game,
They
and by
reference a bunch
apparently,
of
I heard
memes.
it.
Yeah.
Like I ran to heal the Genji nearby, and like the character's literally like, "Already, really?"
It's Filbert.
Hold on. I mean, I wrote down a list. Hold on. This is not Filbert. This is.
I'm pretty
I
sure I give
made
this guy a different
list
name every
of
time.
Zach's stupidisms.
Yeah.
Lion Doomfist is Jimmy John.
Yeah. I'm almost certain every time we fight this guy, I call him something different.
That may have been. It occurred to me that they may have been the jokes I was writing this down. But I said, nah, fuck that.
I don't do it on purpose. I just could never commit to memory what I call this thing.
Anyway, you guys are gonna have fun with that. I'm gonna take a shit.
Do I want to
And
wait
since we're
for
in a
him?
group chat, I can actually leave this one. So fuck you.
You can still mute yourself. The ability to leave the chat does not make you intelligent. Alright, I guess we're just gonna stand in this room for a while. Yeah, so I also ordered a webcam with my mic. It should be pretty good. It's pretty much the exact same webcam that like literally every streamer uses. It was good enough for Markiplier, it's good enough for me. I don't know if he uses it, I assume he does. Everyone fucking uses it. It's a Logitech one.
Honestly, it'll feel like it'll be in character for him to use it.
Logitech is the master of like concerningly cheap technology that works pretty well.
Yeah.
Just like how Sony seems to exclusively be capable of making either like absolute masterpieces or complete like disasters. Which
There's never an in between.
yeah, Sony only puts out like genuinely game-changing hardware or things that almost tank the company.
For instance, Concord.
Mm-hmm. Truly amazing how they seem incapable of anything in the middle. Unlike Microsoft, who, if they're in the news, it's not for a good reason.
Whenever has Microsoft done anything good?
I don't know. I mean, Bill Gates saw a dog and didn't kick it once. That's good. Right?
Like, they had to try not to kick a dog challenge. Impossible.
Bill Gates tries not to assault animal challenge. Yeah, we'll say Bill Gates is an animal abuser. I'll start that rumor. I'm happy to spread that misinformation.
Like me, when I spread misinformation.
Me when I lie.
Me when I talk.
Listen, one viewer, you need to help us make that piece of misinformation go viral. That Bill Gates is a serial dog kicking habit. I don't know who you are, but I'm certain you can help us boost this. I want to see news sites publishing that as if it's fact. If we end up in Fox News, that's perfect for me. Not that getting them to upload pure bullshit is hard, but it'd be funny.
Yeah.
I'm almost certain the fact checkers at Fox News make sure whatever story they're about to run is a lie. They need to make sure their stories aren't too factual. You know,
Yeah.
there's a certain threshold of like honestness that they do not allow themselves to reach.
Yeah.
So hang on, this story doesn't contain enough misinformation. You're gonna have to rewrite it.
Hmm.
Like it's truly baffling just how terrible of a news source Fox News is. Like you have news in the name. How do you suck at this?
Yeah. Do you think? Because they don't care what they're reporting.
Remember they were talking about how like there was no rain at a Trump rally. That if you look at footage of the Trump rally, it was very clearly raining. Like people were wearing ponchos and holding umbrellas. Like, why
Uh,
would you even
uh,
lie about that?
they're like, just look at him and go like,
Like,
no.
that's the thing. It's not even a lie with any purpose. Like, why are you lying about this? What do you gain?
Just look at it and just go, no.
Like, it's like they just compulsively lied.
I've heard every journalist nowadays.
Mm.
They just lie.
There's some pretty reputable ones out there, but there's some I follow that I've, in my own
Yeah, I mean,
experience, found to
I'll
be
be willing
fairly
to say
accurate.
most
Well,
modern
CNN is
journalists
often
now.
questionable. Like, obvious, I'm not like I don't full support trust CNN. They're much more accurate than many mainstream news sources in their report. Not that that's
Yeah,
the highest of bars, but they do clear it. In the
yeah.
same sense that Lunchly is technically more healthy than Lunchables, but like so is eating sandpaper. I'm fairly certain.
And I'm pretty. What's a
Like,
lunch Leo with a prime that was found to have lead
yeah,
in it?
I mean Lunchables were
It's
also found to have lead
more,
contamination.
but like more than usual.
Again, like it is not a high bar to be more
Yeah,
healthy than like Lunchables.
like, it's not that hard, but somehow you failed at it.
It's like saying being healthier than cancer. Like, yes, Lunchly is technically more healthy than Lunchables. But keep in mind, the bar here is not 99% preservatives. Also, like, they advertise electrolytes, which a lot of people are pointing out is, like, literally a joke in idiocracy. It has electrolytes.
Okay, as that and what else?
I should just
Uh,
consume an entire
Electrolytes.
jar of salt, because that has electrolytes. Salt is an electrolyte.
Buzzwords.
That must make it good for
I mean,
me.
gotta hit the buzzwords.
Yeah. Like, Gatorade has electrolytes in it, but like that doesn't make Gatorade healthy. It's healthier than most energy drinks, but like again, low bar to clear.
Yeah.
You're not even jumping over hurdles, you're jumping over potholes.
Yeah.
You're getting over crevasses in the ground. Like it's like you're in a being soft context and your opponent is concrete.
Yeah.
Like you're winning, but like not because you actually did anything of anything of note. You won by virtue of not being the worst possible option. And I was like, I was at a I was at like a school assembly, and they were doing a thing about health. And for some reason, they had decided to compare like the sugar contents of soda with the sugar contents of like I think it was Snickers. And as a kid, all that left me with is like, man, I thought Snickers was way worse for me. Wait, so you're telling?
I need some of that high fructose corn syrup.
Hmm. Like, are you're telling
Well,
me I
well,
could eat like 6 Snickers before it's as bad as a bottle of Coke? Nice.
uh, at least here they don't use high fructose corn syrup in anything.
They probably do.
Well, I know like not for
Especially because like
Colts.
in the past few years, I think a lot of sodas have been like reintroducing actual sugar. I don't know if Coke has.
I doubt it.
Yeah,
I
I don't
feel
know.
like in America,
I
not
haven't
so
like
much.
had a Coke in like over a year.
If I were to have a Coke, I'd rather have an Italian Coke than a fucking American
Honestly,
Coke.
I've had real sugar Coke and I've had the the high fructose corn syrup Coke. I cannot taste a difference.
I think they probably taste the same, but just
Yeah.
different ingredients.
Like the only change I think I noted was like one left like a slightly different taste in my mouth, but it didn't really affect how much I enjoyed it.
I know for here, it's for like Fanta here, it's actually more of a
Yeah.
natural orange color than the neon color orange, like
But
in
if
the
it's not
States.
neon orange, then it's not Fanta. It's like if you go like get relish in Chicago and it's not nuclear green, like I'm sorry, that's fake Chicago relish. It should look
That's a
irradiated.
nuclear to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, my relish. Can you just add some radiation?
That shit should borderline glow in the dark.
Like that shit should kill me.
Like, have you ever seen genuine Chicago relish? It looks like it shouldn't be edible. It should be like concerningly saturated. I mean, there's like an ordinary
If
sausage.
this shit don't kill me, I don't want it.
Yeah. There's like an ordinary sausage video where he made like a hot dog the size of a football, but all the comments were about how green his relish was. It's like, man, that's just Chicago. Like people go to Chicago and ask for like a Chicago style pizza, and they're like fucking baffled that you don't give them a bowl of marinara sauce, and instead you give them like a cracker thin crust, like really crunchy pizza. Because that's what Chicago style is. Chicago style is also called tavern style pizza, and it's like really, really like crunchy, really thin crust. Again, like
Wait,
it's
does
called cracker
Chicago also
crust.
do like
Hmm.
deep dish too, or
Yeah, well, deep dish
am
is
I thinking?
also invented in Chicago, but like if you go to Chicago and ask for Chicago style, most places are gonna give you a tavern style.
All right.
Chicago style deep dish is a term you mostly see out of like out of like pizza companies not actually started in Chicago. Hmm.
Well, I know. At least here, there's a type of pizza they have here that just sounds like an American
I
pizza.
hate deep dish
Uh,
so much. It's like eating a lasagna someone like fucked up making.
I don't know here for the type of pizza they have here.
Yeah.
For toppings, it has French fries and hot dogs.
Why? That sounds
I don't
gross.
know.
It's always funny to me
Uh,
like what other cultures interpret like different cultures' food as. Yeah.
that's pizza. Yeah, like, it sounds like
Hold on
it'll
one
be
second.
an American pizza, but no, it's a freaking Italian pizza. Honestly, I will. I do kind of prefer like Italian pizza over American pizza.
Yeah, like listen, if I'm gonna get a pizza, I don't want it to be inside out.
Yeah. Well, I can
Uh,
tell you one thing also here, Italians, they make terrible burgers.
yeah.
Like I said, like sometimes when you get it, the shit will be raw, like in the middle.
If this goes on long enough, I might have to add another marker just to skip past me and you standing in a room for like 30 minutes.
The yapping session.
Yeah. Edit this out of the video, like upload it separately, like Zach and Kurai yap for like 30 minutes while Matt takes a shit. Mm. Probably gotta upload each run of this as a separate video, because gunfire runs can go on pretty long.
Yeah.
Especially when you stand in the same room for like 30 minutes. I don't know why we've committed to the bit of just standing here and waiting for Matt, but we have.
Yeah. I know. But it's funny.
Mm,
I mean, once you start the bit, you gotta finish it.
I guess. I just saw him activate an effect. I think he's back and is waiting for us to realize. Do you want to go actually fight the boss? Or do you want to keep waiting for Matt?
Let's go.
All right. Let's punch a bunch.
Oh, bitch.
Nice one. There we go. I'm gonna need you to take out more of the little explodey guys.
All right.
Hi.
Okay.
And maybe deal some damage to the boss once in a while. This is a little hard when he's damage adjusted for 3 players. Oh shit. I'm back.
Oh.
Whack.
Oh. He did it.
Yay. None of these look interesting.
Hello.
There you are.
Wasn't gone for too long.
You were gone for long enough that this run has been going on for 30 minutes. Alright, let's see how it goes.
Why is the portal red?
I don't know. Isn't it always?
No.
What color is it usually?
Green.
I don't know.
It's probably Dudo's having to wait for you.
Portal's
Action
turned
only.
red. It turns red if it gets bored.
Like that shitty Disney movie.
Did you actually see that shitty Disney movie, or are you calling it that because the internet said it's shitty?
Honestly, it just looks dumb.
Why, like turning red?
I don't actually know much about it except for the fact that everyone seems to hate it for some reason, and meh.
I mean, I wasn't surprised. It's a movie that's pretty much an allegory for, like, I'm pretty sure, like, women's puberty.
Period.
And most people I saw hating it were, like, men. And it's like, maybe this movie
You
isn't,
can tell
like,
a story
for you.
direct towards females and not make it unappealing to a male audience.
Why would you, like, care about making it appealing to a male audience, though, if it's not for a male audience?
I just said you could make it so it's not appalling.
But, like, why? It's not for them.
The difference is, never mind.
Like, it's a story aimed at a specific demographic. People outside the demographic are going to have varying mileage. Even though there are quite a few, like people I saw, like, in the film discussion space, like, who were men that seemed to like it.
I mean, honestly, it's all right. Some of it clearly it's not
I
really
never
for
saw it because
God.
like I recognize I'm probably not the kind of person who's gonna get a lot of mileage out of a movie meant for like young
Kids.
girls going through puberty.
Yeah, the only reason why I
Honestly, it
saw
looked
it
like
is
a werewolf allegory thing for a while when some of the ads.
well, I
Eh.
only watched it was because my little sister wanted to watch it.
Mm,
Yeah, you have an excuse.
mm.
Yeah,
Uh,
like it wasn't
like
bad, but yeah, but it's clearly just not for
not intended
full
for an
older
older male
audience.
audience. Not
Yeah, like it's pretty much just for
Mm.
kids.
Not just that, like for like kids like, that are young women going through puberty.
I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
believe it's made a stupid random joke that just came into my head because of a random portal.
What have we been doing this entire stream?
Yeah, this seems particularly egregious.
Mm, That's all we do. We have ADHD.
I'm just saying, some examples are a little more egregious than others.
Just do it already. What are you waiting for? Just make the funny.
What funny?
Come on, be funny.
Make your
I
jokes.
don't have any jokes yet.
Hey,
You
make
said you had a
content.
joke.
No, I said I told a joke.
Oh, I
Hey,
didn't
like, come
hear it.
on, make content.
Make content for my channel so I don't have to.
What's the stupidest thing I could like? What is the most not okay thing I could possibly say?
I know. Say the first thing that comes to your mind.
See, now I'm trying to like vocalize those like not thoughts into thoughts.
Those knots.
Yeah, and it just turns into freaking dial up.
No thought, head empty.
Yeah. I'm just remembering Russian Badger's stupid little funk video where he's like, I think communism is actually pretty tight.
We don't speak of him. We don't speak.
Well, you have a weird thing against him.
We do not speak of the marsupial. Are badgers marsupials? I don't think they are.
No!
I'm gonna call him the marsupial.
Why?
I've decided to.
I don't understand why what you have against a very funny man.
Me and you have very different definitions of funny.
You mean many people.
Zone damage. Again, many people can be wrong.
You're right. Just like you.
I feel like liking Russian Badger is the comedy equivalent of being a flat earther.
No, let's be real. There are worse people than him.
There are worse people than flat earthers.
Yeah,
So
I
there
like
aren't.
he puts like effort.
I mean,
in
there's
his video.
eugenicists. I'd say they're worse.
At least they're using some sort of logic instead of flat earthers who are like, the earth is a wafer.
I mean, they have logic. It's just not good logic, just like eugenicists. Like people say, like, "Oh, it's an outdated belief." Like, it's not. No one ever really believed the Earth was flat, though. It's a thing. Even back in like ancient Egypt, they knew the Earth wasn't flat.
The ancient Egypts thought they knew a lot of things. Like they thought that the heart was right.
I'm not saying ancient Egypt was right about everything, but like we've understood the Earth is not flat for like a good while now. Pretty much as long as we've been actively thinking about the shape of the Earth, we've known it wasn't flat.
So why do you hate the marsupial again? Is it still the payday thing?
I just don't find him funny. I just kind of find him irritating. And it's kind of funny to make fun of him because you enjoy him.
Well,
and that is the main reason, honestly. I just like how it irritates you.
At least you're honest about that.
I think I'm gonna hate this because you like it.
I would not talk about not liking him nearly as much if you didn't enjoy his content. What are friends for if not purposely irritating each other?
Emotional support.
Nah, it
Nah.
can't be it.
Like what? Like support you? Pff, I ain't doing
The
that
fucking
shit.
death of
I'm
me.
the reason your mental health is declining.
You and several of my other friends.
And that's our job. That's what we're here to do.
You chose this.
And if you don't like it, you can leave.
If you don't like it, talk to your therapist.
No, I can't. I'm too emotionally invested by this point.
You want to see where this goes?
No, emotionally invested, I said.
I imagine being friends with me is kind of like watching a train wreck.
Yeah,
You just can't look away.
You're trying to
sure, I
figure
know.
out like
He's only barely been friends with you for a week.
this can only get worse, but how is this gonna end? I
First, I was
assume
listening to
that's how
Titanic
train
shows.
wrecks work.
I just was gonna make a joke with the Titanic, and then I remember that stupid show where this guy kicks down the door to the Titanic. Don't go around the iceberg, go through it. Show it who's boss.
Yeah. I feel like that's a joke Markiplier made.
I know another joke. Like it was a joke like, "Oh, our ancestors have done great things." Hey, Abe, I got you tickets to the theater.
Hmm.
And then the next one was, "Hey, George Lucas, you gotta direct the Star Wars prequels yourself
Yeah.
and make them about trade disputes."
Honestly, though, I feel like in terms of like investment in the actual like story of what's going on, I feel like the prequels gripped me the most in that aspect. But like in
I
terms
feel like
of
what
like
the with the
enjoyment
sequels
of
is
the
that
moment to moment storyline, like yeah, the original trilogy is better.
I think the thing with
Mm,
about the prequel trilogy is we already know where this is going to end.
yeah. Another thing about the
We
prequels is
want to
like they
see
were
how it
too
gets
like
there.
focused on like making the lore more interesting, which they did. And like again, like I said, I was really interested in like the background story and like how things are developing, but that doesn't make for a very compelling movie, you know?
Makes for a good fuck.
Yeah, it's like again, it's fascinating lore, but like the movie shouldn't just be in 3 hours of lore. Again, I still maintain that Attack of the Clones is the worst Star Wars movie.
What
Because like
for what reason?
mostly because it's just boring, like violently and
Yeah.
aggressively boring. Like none of the interesting stuff that all the stuff Attack of the Clones is known for is like the last 10 minutes of the movie, and
Yeah,
it's like
but
two
like,
and a half
what do
hours
you think
long.
about like the Disney trilogy?
At the very least, they're all entertaining,
The Disney
regardless
trilogy?
of their quality as movies. They're all entertaining, and like at at the end of the day, this is an entertainment medium. If I'm entertained, it's doing its job, even if it isn't of technical high quality. You know?
I feel people have been getting really annoyed by the lightsaber combat lately, and then I
Mm.
think someone mentioned it's because it's for like in recent movies they've been using physical swords to fight,
Yeah.
whereas in the older movies they literally just had like handles.
Mhm.
Well, as I
Well, they have
heard
like big
that
floppy sticks on them, but yeah, nowadays they have like more physical, substantial props.
as I
In a
heard
way,
that
it kind of makes it worse.
the newest show, the
Mm.
lightsaber fights
I mean, it depends. Like,
are actually
yeah,
decent.
I was gonna say that like a lot of the I heard like in Acolyte especially, they have some real good ones.
Yeah,
What do people hate about Acolyte again?
Hmm?
I heard people got their jimmies real rustled by that one.
I don't know, I heard there was like a generally
uh,
like positive reception to it, then it got canceled, and that's what people were
There was
like
upset
like
no,
one
about.
not
episode.
thinking, like a lot of people were like hating it. But
There was an
probably
I mean, that's true
well,
of
I
any
hear
Star
it,
Wars project.
it had like terrible writing.
there was like
I
one
don't know.
specific
From what
thing
I
I
saw of
saw
it, it
like
seemed
got
pretty
people
good.
Yeah,
real up.
I think the people really hate what like it was like episode 3 when they were chanting like the power of one, the power of many, like
Yeah,
some
but like
stupid
people
chant.
act like stupid shit never existed in Star
What
Wars
does
for the
that mean?
sequels, and that is not true.
I think they also tried to
Mm,
retcon on how like on like the Force making like impregnating
uh,
someone.
To be
So
fair,
pretty
that was
much
always kind of fucking
yeah,
creepy.
that was always like the stupidest part of the original of the sequels, and that's saying something.
Making Anakin Skywalker literally Star Wars Jesus.
Yeah, like I don't know
I mean
what Georgie Porgy was smoking.
It's good shit.
Mm. Like I want it, but no one should have let him write while on it.
Isn't that how like one of like there's a oh yeah wasn't that how the Stephen King novels came about?
Yeah, he was on a bunch of drugs. I mean, that doesn't fully explain the child orgy, but just
Oh god, that. I managed to forget that existed. Thank you.
don't worry. I won't let you.
Burn and die.
I mean, to be honest, I forgot that it existed until you brought up Stephen King.
I just knew that. I just remembered that because of Epic Rap Battle of all things, referring to
I haven't thought
Pennywise as
about
the
ERB
clown
in
you wrote
years.
between his lines.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't
I
know the
love
last time I even thought about ERB. Not that I have anything
really.
against them, I just like haven't really been following them for a few years now.
I've been slowing down lately, from what I can tell.
I mean, a lot of content creators have. It's like getting more. Like, YouTube's getting less profitable.
And it's
They're-
purely YouTube's fault.
yeah, and they're probably trying to focus on like more profitable aspects of their franchise at this point. I
Didn't
would
they
imagine.
partner with like some big company?
Yeah, but I imagine like there's also other business endeavors they have going on that might be making more like better shares of revenue than the ERB is.
Like what?
I don't know. Like I said, I haven't really been following them, but like most YouTubers at their size by this point have branched out into like other business ventures. Like Markiplier has Cloak and Jacksepticeye has Cloak.
What's Cloak?
Their clothing
Their
brand.
clothing brand. No.
Yeah. Remember there was a lot upset about it when it first came out. Not because the clothes was bad, but because they advertised it as affordable and like it's all like 60 fucking dollars.
That's closed today, though.
Yeah, but I think Jacksepticeye left Cloak.
I'm pretty sure it's still part of it.
Well, I was pretty sure Jacksepticeye has a coffee line.
Yeah, he
Yeah, he
does. It's
does.
called Top of the Morning.
Oh yeah,
There you go.
and his Markiplier, they're like making movies now too.
Oh yeah.
Did he actually?
He's making
Yeah,
a movie adaptation of Iron Lung.
Oh, what was that again?
It was the
like the
game like
Iron
where
Lung.
you're like in a submarine in a blood ocean.
Yeah, the like Iron Lung.
Like he was
Never.
so like taken in by that game, he like decided to reach out to the developer, and they're making like, a movie that's gonna be coming out in theaters about it.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah. I mean, like honestly, I don't even think it's the most impressive project he's done in the past few years. Like, did you see like the scope of In Space with Markiplier?
I will never forget the one part of the outside route where you just grab Mark by the friggin' belt, slam his face into things, and then just throw the fire extinguisher like a grenade.
I've been so tempted since I started streaming to like grab you one day and just stream In Space with Markiplier until we get all the endings.
I'm okay with that.
That'd be so fucking
That sounds
fun.
fun.
Remember the first
And
one
how
I
many
got
endings are
was
in
the
that? Like,
ending where you just keep hitting send mark in.
yeah, that's a creepy one.
Yeah.
We should also do the heist one. That one's a fun one too.
Oh yeah. What was the first one? Like a good date with Markiplier? Good
I think I never
It's
watched
not
that
just
one.
that, but like it's the lore he's built is like genuinely interesting.
And something with and apparently the wharf stash thing is no longer a mere gag.
Yeah. Well, it still kind of is, but also like it does have genuine lore.
Yeah.
He also what's really also on a different note. What's really cool is that in the Doom Eternal,
Yeah, they
there's like a
reference
book that was
Mark's dad.
written. Yeah, like that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah. I remember him talking about how his last name was almost Doom.
What?
Like if one of his dad's relative, like grandparents married someone else, his last name would be Doom.
Is that an actual last name?
Yeah, apparently.
So there could be a Victor Von Doom.
There's a universe where Markiplier's name is Mark Doom. I guess we
I
gotta
just think
apologize.
it's been like forever since I first watched them.
I guess we gotta
I was just like,
apologize to all the people who called Victor Von Doom a stupid name.
No, it can still sound stupid.
I guess. I think it sounds cool, honestly. Like, is it a weird, ridiculous name? Kind of. Does it sound cool? Yeah.
I mean, you don't fuck with the guy whose last name is Doom.
Especially when you watch him rip out Thanos' spine.
Or like, there's a character in Wasteland 2 named Angela Death, Deth,
Yeah.
and one of her like battle lines is, "Who picks a fight with someone whose last name is Death?"
I mean, the U.S. military keeps trusting the guys called the Decepticons.
Real? Oh yeah.
I love how like
Making the movie?
the Bumblebee movie even like points that out. Like we're trusting the guys whose name is Liars. Li-
I saw this like fan comic at
We
one point.
truly want to
Or
trust these alien robots that we've never met before.
Mhm.
I saw this funny like fan comic, and one character's like, I'm not taking name advice from the guys named Death Farmer and Husband Killer. Shut up.
Mm.
And I'm just like, yeah, okay, yeah, no, fair point.
But they didn't choose those. I'm assuming legal names.
No, but like one of them chose to be called that.
I don't know what villain it was. I remember there was a villain whose like villain name turned out to be like their actual legal name. It was something like Murder Man or something.
I know there's some like Arabic or Armenian person named Batman bin Superman or something.
I still think the fucking stupidest comic book character like real name is Blackagar Boltagon. Can you guess
Oh
who that
god,
is?
Black Bolt. Black Bolt.
Take a stab.
Yeah. Also, the Volt's over here.
Like I remember like people talking about that, like, oh, Marvel movies are so bad. Like, no, that's a thing in the comics. That is his name. Like I love it, but at the same time I hate it.
People give way too much like crap to Reed Richards in the Multiverse of Madness thing for like the
I mean, to be fair, he
hey,
pretty much told Scarlet Weakness how to defeat him.
well, okay, I don't think he knew at that point that she literally could alter reality like that.
But like, why would he tell her what their like weapon against her was? Why would you bring it up?
It was supposed to be a threat.
I know. But like, you're telling her who to go for, basically. He has no estimation for how strong this woman is at this point.
I guess, but like, it's just one of those things. I feel like you're giving someone way too much shit for something
But
that
like,
wasn't
we're talking
actually
about a
that
man who's supposed to be
outrageous.
one of the smartest people in the Marvel universe, and he made such a like very stupid decision.
I think
Because
it's
again,
because
like, even if he doesn't know how powerful she is, why would he tell her what their weapon is?
it's just one of them.
Mm. That's another thing. Why only have like one precaution, and that's just Black Bolt?
To be fair, it's a pretty good precaution.
I mean, sure, but again, you don't know what you're up against. For all he knows, she's sound immune. You know?
I assume that's what the Infinity Gem powered super soldier with them before.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like Reed Richards didn't really feel as smart as he's supposed to be.
How can he? He's literally in like
I mean, that and, like, for my opinion, was too much of, like, a smarmy kind of character for, like, what Reed Richards is supposed to be.
isn't he always a dick?
He's a dick, but he's not, like, you know, like,
Oh,
smarmy.
uh,
He's like a dick in the sense that you always get the sort of vague sense that if one thing goes wrong, he's turning into a full-on supervillain. Thanks.
he's the one bad day kind of guy.
Yeah. Like he always is like among the most like the quickest to pull an unethical idea of the Avengers.
He's like, eh. Also, apparently in Deadpool Wolverine,
Mm.
there is just they have Chris Evans there,
Yeah.
and then Deadpool's like, oh, he's gonna say the thing, Avengers Flame On. What the fuck?
Oh, yeah.
Apparently, that gag was kept in several languages.
Mm-hmm.
Like it was changed depending on the dub. Like in one dub, the same guy who did Deadpool in in the German dub was also the same guy that did Human Torch in that movie.
They also really play up how much of an asshole he is.
Who?
Human
Deadpool
Torch. Human Torch.
wasn't that much of a dick
Yeah,
in
like,
Deadpool.
they really lean into that. I mean, rewatching the movie, he like I feel like they didn't do it on purpose, but he is an asshole.
Who? The Human Torch in the Deadpool Wolverine?
No, like in the original Fantastic Four, and that's what they were riffing off of.
To be fair, he was kind of like it was always
Like,
kind of like sibling mockery.
there's like a
him
twist in the
and
movie
Grant.
where like at one point Deadpool says like Human Torch did a bunch of horrible shit about a person, and
Yeah.
like that gets him killed. But then it's revealed at the end that he actually did say all that shit, and Deadpool didn't make it
People
up.
have been debating whether or not that was true, and whether or not it was just Deadpool like making
I
himself look
think
less guilty.
purely because the joke doesn't work as well. If he's still making it up, then that is probably true.
Mm.
Like the bit doesn't land like it should if he's still
But he's
lying.
playing with it busy. Phrases it almost like an apology video.
Mm-hmm.
I still think the best post-credit scene goes to Deadpool 2.
I don't remember what his post credits was,
Oh,
honestly.
Yukio and Negasonic Warhead fixed Cable's time machine thing,
Oh yeah, that. And then he
and then
kills
Deadpool
Deadpool.
takes it, and
Mhm.
she's like, "What have we done?"
Isn't there one where he kills Ryan Reynolds before he can become Green
He
Lantern?
kills Ryan Reynolds twice. He technically kills Weapon X,
Mm-hmm. Then he
and
stops him from being
then he
Green
finds
Lantern.
Ryan Reynolds looking over the Green Lantern script, and then
Yeah.
shoots him.
Mm-hmm.
And does it try to kill baby Hitler?
That was a deleted scene.
Yeah.
Or was oh?
Also, apparently Chris Evans only really agreed to do the Human Torch thing if they kept in that scene of him getting to just go off.
Oh yeah.
I'll be honest, I learned a new swear word in that.
Mm-hmm.
Would never have thought to refer to jizz as nut milk. But I never thought of that.
Yeah, like, I feel like they did a really good job playing off of how much of an asshole Human Torch was in the Fantastic Four movie.
Look my soon ring to hell.
Yeah, I'm kind of in a situation. Well,
I'm dead. I